All right, y'all know the vibes. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's your boy Swift Dollars, and you're tuned in to Strait Shoota podcast. Let's go. All right, man. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know the business. So for today, we got P. Diddy's new accuser coming out saying that there was children at the freak-off parties. And when you say P. Diddy's name, somehow it's always intertwined with Ray J some kind of way. Apparently, Ray J now got smoked for the Reverend, and even said some bullets was flying his way. Say, what? Hey, man, y'all keep it locked, man. This Strait Shoota podcast. All right, let's go.
F around and find out.
All right, everybody. So y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all welcome. Come in, my children. It's your boy Swift Dollars. And like I said again, this Strait Shoota podcast where we keep it all the way 100. It's a safe place for unbiased opinions. Now, if you haven't already done so, do your boy a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and click that notification button. That way you stay in the loop each and every time I drop one of these news videos, all right? So, you know, I had a great weekend for kicking back, but now, of course, you know, I got to get back to work. So, first things first, of course, it's always some P. Diddy news. So now P. Diddy finds himself in a mix where it's a new accuser coming forward saying that it was actually children at the freak-offs. Claims they was dressed up as Haruka Juke Barbies. Wow, that's crazy, man. So this is coming from News Nation, you know what I'm saying? And this is crazy. Apparently, you know, we got a TMZ. They got that new series coming out. TMZ presents the downfalls of P. Diddy, and inside the freak-offs. And this young lady, TANEA Wallace, was an inspiring singer and songwriter, and she spoke about the documentary. She's the one that actually saying all of this stuff about children being at the freak-offs, because she's saying that a Saudi prince, well, I don't have his name, but this is what TANEA Wallace is saying. She's saying a Saudi prince flew her from LA to Miami, and when she got there, basically from what she was saying is it looked like there were underage people that shouldn't have been there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yet again, P. Diddy finds himself in the clutches of yet another lawsuit. But y'all ain't got to take it from me, man. We're going to slide into News Nation real quick for a little brief update so that way y'all can get a little bit more clarity on it. She's actually interviewing Harvey Levin from TMZ about the new documentary, and this is one of the people that was interviewed on the documentary. Let's take a watch real quick and see what time it is over here with News Nation.
And I want to start with TANEA Wallace, who claims she's been at a freak-off and said she saw children, and it was hard for her to say it.
It was very hard for her to say it, Ashley. So what she said was that she was flown out from LA to Miami by the Saudi prince. And they ended up eventually on Star Island at one of Diddy's parties. She says, you know, among many other things, I mean, she goes into detail. This, she says, happened in 2018. She says that
y'all quit playing.
She walked into the house and there was a cluster of adults around what she described as little people.
So, you know, not trying to shame nobody. She's saying little people meaning underage. All right.
And they were dressed up as Japanese Barbies. I forgot the name. It's Haruka something. You can help me out here. It's a certain type of Barbie. Anyway.
I know the name, but I've forgotten it. But go ahead.
So she explained that that they were just clustered around these little people, and I kept pushing her, and she eventually said, look, they are little people who should not be at an adult party. And I pushed her, and it was apparent what she was saying is they were minors. Now, she didn't see anything specific that was going on with them other than that adults were kind of huddled around them. But she told just a wild story about what was going on at the house, even at 7 in the morning, that this thing apparently raged all night long.
You know, it's amazing. TMZ always gets such great scoops, and this one might be one of your best as well. You got a hold of one of the Freakoff tapes. Your producers have seen it. The description is, and I'll quote, "It's porn directed by Diddy himself." And a male sex worker really sort of walks through what happened in the experiences that he had. They didn't sound illegal, but they sure seem to comport with a lot of the other stories that have been told.
Yeah. So the this was a threesome. What you would ask me about earlier about TANEA Wallace, she said there were more than 100 people at that party, including at least 4 celebrities. But this, what you're talking about now, was a threesome, and that's something that the U.S. attorney even referenced. And his lawyer in an earlier documentary we did, he was describing threesomes. He says it was all consensual. So yes, what we're told is that this male sex worker was flown out to various locations over a couple of years: Miami, New York, Los Angeles, and one other. And they would meet in hotel rooms, and Diddy would often watch as he would have sex with this woman who was associated with Diddy.
Now, do y'all believe that? This is a reoccurring thing that everybody keeps saying, that P. Diddy just some old freakazoid. Like, he just want to sit back and watch other people get laid and masturbate. This is getting wild, man. This is getting crazy.
So that seems to be what the feds are looking at right now in terms of alleged sex trafficking, if they are transporting somebody and perhaps paying them to cross state lines. That could end up being part of sex trafficking. Now, we know that this guy got a subpoena, and he ended up not testifying before the grand jury, but talking to prosecutors, and we're told that he left that tape with them.
And in fact, if he was transported, if he was even consensual in that setup, you're right, that is sex trafficking. It's classic federal crime to cross state lines for the purpose of selling sex. But it also comports just with the description of many of the other incidents that did sound illegal, where there was, you know, heavy intoxication involved in some of these incidents. But the setup sounded very similar. There was something else that was so revealing in your interview.
Hey, I want y'all to take a look at that picture now. That's a whole lot of people now. We ain't seen or heard nothing from now. So take a look at that picture now. It was all fun in the video, all in the videos, all at the parties. Don't hear nothing.
Doing with 2 friends of Diddy's who seemed very defensive of Diddy. Stevie J, a producer and a friend, and Ray J, an entertainer and a friend of Diddy. No matter how...
Hold that thought now, because this is a sidebar to what we're going to next now. Old Ray J, he stay in the mix whenever it come to that